Right, let's talk about teamwork, the most important part of network marketing. I am your host, CEO, and founder of Top Networkers Group, Al King, here to deliver the message, you guys. I'm pretty excited about this information. Please get your pen and pad ready. Get ready to take some notes. This is going to be extremely, extremely important. Again, this is the most important part of network marketing. I'm not even underestimating it when I say that. It is absolutely, unequivocally, the most important part of network marketing. I mean, there's so much that we learn in this industry, so much that we're exposed to, so much that we're told, especially if you're really, really diving into the training. But the one thing that I think many of you are going to benefit from is understanding and embracing the importance of teamwork within the network marketing industry. And really and truly, this is going to go beyond network marketing. But let's start here. See, because team is really all that matters in our industry, but really and truly, like I just got done saying, this is every industry. Regardless of where you're looking at, teamwork matters. See, you can be in a really great company, but if you're on a weak team, you will not be successful. And again, this applies to everything, especially sports, right? You might be part of a great organization, a great franchise. But if you don't have the players, if you don't have players that are committed to being their best, to giving their all, to looking out for their teammates, that team will not be successful. Likewise, you can be in a weak company. But if you're on a great team, your team will be the reason for that company's success. You see, the team is really more important than anything else. And that's what I want to talk to you about for the next few moments. Please, again, take notes. Now, there are some very crappy companies in MLM today. And what I mean by that is they really don't have a really good product or service to offer. Maybe the product or service costs way too much money. Maybe there's really no value in that product, like no real actual value in that product. Some of these companies have horrible compensation plans. They're not paying the distributors anything. But they have very good teams at their core. And these companies are prospering, and many of the people who are in these companies are prospering because they're very good teams at their core. I can name about 5 or 10 companies right now. They're absolute crap, but they have some of the best teams that you'll find in the industry today. You will find core leadership teams of 20 to 30 people who get it, who understand what it takes. And really, you guys, that's all it takes. About 20 to 30 people working together. They can build an organization of hundreds of thousands of people. I've seen it done. Likewise, there are some awesome MLM companies with real value, real opportunity, real compensation plans that will pay people some real money, real products that provide real value. But these companies lack people with a real understanding of what it means to be part of a winning team. Now, time and time again, you guys, these companies always go out of business. See, that old saying we hear about team, together everyone achieves more. I'm here to tell you, it's true. Your team starts with you and your sponsor. Then their sponsor and their sponsor, also known as your upline. Then your team, of course, includes anyone you sponsor and anyone they sponsor, also known as your downline. But there are other people on your team, your sideline. These are the people your sponsor sponsored into the business and their downlines. See, what's so important for all of us to understand in network marketing when we talk about a team is that together everyone wins or everyone loses. And this is a sub theme I want to talk to you about for a moment here, especially on this slide here. I want to talk to you guys about this for a moment. Most people in MLM fail to understand this, and really and truly, again, beyond just MLM, in other industries, you'll find a lot of people who fail to understand teamwork. They fail to understand that together everyone wins or everyone loses. When you join a team, your actions help or hurt the team. And I want to take a moment for you to really soak that in and really think about that for a moment. Think about it. When you join a network marketing company, you're really joining a team within that company, and your actions help or hurt the team. You are actually a very important person. You're a VIP. So you need to act like it. In other words, you need to know your role. And in network marketing, there are many roles. And so really what we're talking about here is you need to know what role you need to be playing and when you need to play it. You need to know your stuff, guys. You need to be a professional. And you need to be a professional in all team activities, i.e. groups, chats, calls, meetings, etc. Because you will help or harm the team through your actions. A lot of people don't understand this, you guys. A lot of people don't get this. They join a network marketing company, but they're still about themselves. Together everyone wins or everyone loses. I want to talk a little bit more about knowing your role. This is so important, you guys. And I said that there are many roles in network marketing, right? So a lot of times we need to know what role we're playing, when we need to play that role. Here are just a few roles I want to talk about. The first, the role of a sponsor. The role of a sponsor is to lead by example. That's it. Nothing else. That's a sponsor's only role, you guys, to lead by example. But that's pretty heavy. What does it mean to lead by example? If you're a sponsor, what kind of example are you setting? Let's talk about the role of an upline. The role of an upline is to lead by example. Huh. That's pretty interesting. Right? Pretty interesting there. As an upline, you need to lead by example. Well, that sounds a lot like a sponsor, doesn't it? Well, what you'll come to find is a lot of times an upline is a lot like a sponsor. See, a sponsor again should be leading by example. They should be getting on calls. They should be watching trainings. They should be reading books. They should be working on themselves. But also, the upline should be doing that. Let's talk about the role of a sideline. Oh, this is interesting. A sideline should also lead by example. That's extremely important. But do you see a pattern here? See, in order to really keep this simple, because again, we can really expand on all of this, but to keep it simple, to really sum it up, this is really what it's about, you guys. If you're a team, if you're a member of a team, especially if you're a leader on a team, you should be leading by example. See, the team has to be aware of itself. Without the team, we are nothing. So, what example are you setting as a sponsor? What example are you setting as an upline? What example are you setting as a sideline? Right? Are you showing up? There's calls, there's events, there's groups. Are you showing up? Are you participating? Are you the reason that the crowd is alive, or are you the reason that the crowd is dead? Are you promoting? Are you out there talking about what your team is doing? Are you talking about what your team is talking about? Are you promoting? What role are what are you doing as a leader, you guys? Are you edifying your uplines, your sidelines, your calls, your tools, your events? What role are you playing? Again, are you helping or hurting the team? Again, really, really soak this in. Really think about this. Because so often people join network marketing companies and they point fingers and they blame others. But what are you doing to be successful? What are you doing to help others be successful? What are you contributing to the team? You know, success in network marketing really is derived from being a team player. That's what it's about, ultimately. See, are you posting complaints or praise in the team support group? You know, a lot of us these days are using sites like Facebook and other social networks to communicate with our teams, to keep our teams in the loop, to inform them of upcoming events, new training tools, things of that nature. Are you posting complaints in these groups? Are you complaining about this or that or this minor thing or that minor thing? Or are you posting praise? Are you lifting up the leaders? Are you helping to be a team player? You know, again, this actually indirectly affects you and your success. Many people don't understand that. They don't do it. They don't realize this actually has an impact on your success. See, you have to be happy for other people's success before you can be successful. So, are you praising others who are being successful on the team? Are you even on the weekly call? You know, if you have one, then are you on there bringing positive energy or baggage? Are you on the call complaining about what's happening offline? Are you complaining about what's happening in your relationships? Are you telling the the team about all of your issues that you're having in life, in your job, with your spouse, with your significant other, with your children, with your parents? Are you bringing baggage to the call or positive energy? And again, I say the weekly call, but this could be a weekly meeting. This could be a home meeting. This could be a regional meeting. This could be what type of energy are you bringing as a team player? See, again, this is where success lives, you guys. It's so important for you to leave your negative energy at the door, please. Because again, all of us have problems. All of us are going through difficulties. That's why we join this industry. We want to remove money as an issue from our lives. We want to meet some new people. We want to be around some positive people. Leave the negative energy at the door, please. but come to the meetings because the meetings will help you, right? Especially if we're all doing the right stuff. If we're bringing positive energy to the meeting, imagine what that will do for your life. See, when you're down, you need a meeting. When you're up, the meeting needs you, right? When you're having a good day, when you've signed up 10 people, when you've made $1,000 in a day or a week, or your first 1,000 ever, the meeting needs you. When you're down, when you're struggling, you need a meeting. You need to come and hear about someone else who's having success. It's going to remind you of why you got involved with the team in the first place. You're going to now figure out what it is that you can do better, that you can do more of, so that you can have success too. And this is an old school fundamental, you guys. As Jim Rohn says, rest in peace, there are no new fundamentals. See, you won't find any new fundamentals here with Top Networkers Group, you guys. We teach nothing but the old school because it works. The old school fundamentals. A fundamental is a fundamental, you guys. It's a basic. It never changes. What used to work will always work. This is a fundamental, you guys. This is what creates teams. So again, are you showing up? Are you participating on the team? Are you looking out for your teammates and your business partners? Now, you would be surprised at how many people join these types of businesses and don't look out for their teammates or their business partners. They're really all about themselves. And who I'm really talking about, you guys, are cross-line recruiters. They see someone who's asking for help and they go try to sell them something. They say, "Oh, well, maybe you should come with me over here and buy some of these tools that I sell out of my trunk that no one else in the team is using, but I'm using them over here. You know, come over here, right? Come buy these tools. Come follow this guru, right?" Rather than looking out for their teammates. Hey, get back with your sponsor. Who's your sponsor? Get back with them. Ask them how to do that. Who's your upline? Talk to them, right? Are you looking out for your teammates or your business partner? Who I'm really talking about, you guys, are cross-line recruiters. Now, I've been in the industry for a long time. And I've met a lot of people who cross-line recruit. And none of them are very intelligent people. In fact, they're amateurs, you guys. They're amateurs and idiots. See, cross-line recruiting is a no-no in the network marketing industry. Cross-line recruiters will have their accounts terminated from Top Networkers Group. If anyone comes to you trying to sell you something that is not part of our 1MLM system, report them ASAP. We don't play that, you guys. We don't play that. We absolutely do not tolerate cross-line recruiting on this team. In fact, teams that do tolerate cross-line recruiting fail 100% of the time. Again, I've been around for a long time. Every single time that I've seen a team tolerate cross-line recruiting, that team has fallen apart. So you never want to participate in it. You do not want to allow anyone to make any excuses for it. If you see it, tell it, you guys. Stand up to it. Say, no, don't do that here. We don't do that here. We don't promote other stuff here. And you'll see this, you guys. Oh, well, I'm not really promoting anything. It's just a Facebook group that you can join. No, I'm not trying to hurt or harm the team. No, we're not promoting your Facebook group. No, we're not allowing you to post your own personal website, your own personal blog that has links to all kinds of other stuff. That's not teamwork, you guys. That's amateur stuff. That's amateur hour stuff. We're top networkers. We don't tolerate it here, you guys. So you don't want to ever participate in it. Look, you can help your team without selling the help. It's possible. You you don't have to sell everything, you guys. Okay? See, here's the thing. This is really and truly why we put Top Networkers Group together in the first place. This is why we have the one MLM system. You have everything you need in the system. Everything you need is in the system. So you don't want to buy anything from anyone selling anything extra, right? What we're really talking about here is you want to respect the network at all times. Now, we have an entire training on this topic, but what it comes down to is we want to remain organized. This is really and truly what it's all about. See, organization comes from its root word, organize, which comes from the root word, order, which is the opposite of chaos. So I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. We want to avoid chaos. And this networking stuff gets very chaotic and very crazy when everyone's selling everything to everybody. We need to respect the network and we want to remain organized. We want to keep our structure in place, right? This is so important. This is what our Top Networkers Group is all about. This is what we've been preaching. Is we want to build our structure and create our team, and we want to respect it because this is important. Again, this is some more old school stuff, you guys. Some fundamental understandings that you got to have to be successful in this industry. See, this structure here, these terms that we use, uplines, downlines, sidelines. These terms help us to understand each person's relationship within the organization. See, uplines are really like parents. Parents, grandparents, right? Great grandparents, right? As you go up and up and up. Downlines are a lot like children, you guys. And this isn't to say that you're a child, it's just the relationship, you guys. That's the relationship. It's like a child learning from their parent. Even if you're older than your upline, you're still a child in that team. You're brand new to that team. You just joined last week, last month. You're a month old. You're 2 months old. You know what I mean? They have seniority over you. It's okay. This isn't corporate America. This isn't something where someone's going to hold it over you. You can learn a tremendous amount from your uplines. Allow yourself to, right? Don't be an actual child because that's really what children suffer from is they don't listen to their parents. Sidelines, meanwhile, are a lot like brothers and sisters, which means that eventually you're kind of like uncles and aunts too, right? When your sidelines have downlines, those downlines are now like your nephews and your nieces. So, for example, let's say that one of your brothers or your sister's children comes to you with an issue. You should now be looking out for your brother or your sister as a sideline. You should help your brother or your sister. You don't want to take money out of your brother or your sister's mouth. You want to help your brother and your sister eat. You guys understand that? See, too often these terminologies get made fun of by these new school gurus. Frankly, a lot of them are children. They haven't grasped and understood what even their parents have been trying to teach them. That these terminologies, these things are actually important. I've met people who change these terminologies because they just overthink this stuff. You guys, don't overthink it. This is about order. This is about how we avoid chaos. And The stronger organized we are, the stronger the team is, the more money we make. Again, this all goes back to what we've been talking about. So here's some more old school fundamentals that you need to understand about teamwork. When you're up, go down. Again, kind of like that meeting. When you're doing well, you want to tell your downline about it. When you're down, go up. Things aren't going so well, if you're struggling, if you're having some challenges, talk to your upline about it. This is a fundamental, you guys. Write that down. Make sure you put fundamental by it. This is an old school fundamental that breeds excellent teams. See, this is how you know if you're working with a professional or not. They know this. If you're a professional, you know this too. If you don't, or I mean, if you're not a professional, you don't know this fundamental. You don't follow the fundamental. When you're up, go down. When you're down, go up. Go up. Talk to your upline. See, you never speak badly about your upline to your downline. We're all human beings. Sometimes we get into altercations. We need to be professionals. We have a disagreement, or we don't necessarily agree with something. We need to understand not to take that disagreement with the upline to the downline. Also, you never tell a sideline member about your downline woes. Okay? Even if they're a brother or sister, you don't want to specifically, single anyone in your downline out or talk too badly about them to your sideline. Again, this is just a good rule of thumb, as it will help you avoid problems down the road. And we're really starting to get into some leadership stuff here at this point of the training. So, so some of this stuff may be over some of your heads. But again, this is really and truly leadership level stuff as we get closer here to the end of this presentation. And so please, again, write all this stuff down, because it's going to help you out later as you grow. Look, you only want to discuss the issues that you're having with your downline, with your upline, because again, your upline can help. Your upline has probably had an issue like that before with their downline, probably, right? And again, your upline, so this means that you go up, right? Maybe it's not your sponsor, maybe it's your sponsor's sponsor that you want to talk to about some of your downline issues, should you have them. Okay, again, this breeds excellent teamwork, because now your upline is informed, and they can sort of keep everybody else informed. Now everyone knows what's going on. The communication is flowing. It's just a beautiful thing. But we have to understand that again. So naturally, again, if you have an issue with your upline, you want to go further upline, because that happens too. Sometimes you get into business and your sponsor quits, or your sponsor is not following what everybody else is doing. You want to go to their upline. Now, at that point in time, the upline leader must respect the network. So let's really get into the leadership portion of this teamwork training. Okay? This is really where it gets into the nuts and bolts. We want to talk about the upline for a moment. Because someday, many of you watching this training, if you don't have a downline right now at this time, someday you will be an upline. Someday, you will be in a position where you have an organization. And if your organization is trained correctly, many people will bring you their issues. So as an upline, it's very important for you to know your role. And again, it's important for you to keep your network and your organization organized. See, this is a skill that several people do not know. And of course, if no one taught this to you, how would you know it? So now that you're coming through Top Networkers Group training, you're learning this skill set. Something that you're going to want to know now and in the future when you become an upline is that you really got to understand what we just got through teaching you just now, because it's really going to come in when people start bringing you their issues. As an upline, what you need to understand is that you are now going to have tremendous influence, and leadership is influence. Nothing more, nothing less. And so again, as an upline, you're going to find yourself with the ability to do things that you couldn't do before if you use your influence correctly. So again, let's say a downline member comes to you with an issue about their sponsor. You want to follow those rules that we just got through giving you, those fundamentals. You never talk bad about your downline to your downline, right? You don't talk negatively down. When you're down, you go up, right? When you're up, you go down. So that downline member comes to you as an upline member. Your job, your role to keep your organization organized. So you don't say, yeah, your sponsor is terrible. I don't know why you signed up with him or her. You should have signed up directly with me. In fact, how about I enroll you in a program here on the side and we'll work together as a team? Because that messes up your structure. That messes up everything. And I want to get just a little bit further deeply into this. See, your role as an upline is to teach your downline responsibility. You need to teach them how to be a sponsor, how to take responsibility for their business, right? See, because when they come to you blaming their sponsor for this or blaming their sponsor for that or talking about their sponsor didn't do this or didn't do that, as an upline, again, you don't want to chime in with that nonsense. You want to help your business partner. You want to help this downline member take responsibility for their business, for their success. See, ultimately, it's up to us to succeed. Each of us have to take responsibility for our business. We cannot blame our sponsors for anything. We can't blame them for our success or our failures. Can't do that. Can't say, oh, I'm not successful because my sponsor didn't do this or didn't do that. My sponsor didn't do this. You have an upline who's doing it. You should have worked with them or at least gotten the information from them and then did what they were doing to build your organization. And again, folks do all kinds of crazy stuff in this the industry. A lot of emotional decisions are made. We're emotional people. But as an upline, it's your job to help your people grow. So you got to be aware of what's going on. See, we have to go to trainings. Apologize for that typo there, just caught it. We have to make lists. We have to approach people. We have to promote the events. We have to set the example for others to follow. And we have to teach them to do these exact same thing. That's what, what our job is. So when people come to you, oh, my sponsor didn't do this, my sponsor didn't do that. Okay, well, great. When's the last time you came to a training? How many people have you approached today about this business? Right? How big is your list? Right? See, that's our job there, you guys, is to help them follow what works, to help them do what works. See, if your sponsor isn't the greatest in this business, you still have to do what works. If your sponsor is not doing all of this stuff, and you go to your upline, if your upline's good, if your upline's a professional, they're going to focus you in on this stuff, on doing the stuff that works. They're going to help you understand that you got to take responsibility for your business if you want to be successful. Right? See, again, as an upline leader, you know who's following the team and who's not. So if you have people coming to you in your downline who are maybe sponsored by some of these individuals who aren't following. What you still have to understand is that they're the reason that you're on the phone or, via inbox, email, whatever, Skype, right? They're only talking to you because of that other person. Okay? And sometimes what you're going to find is that these downline members just aren't interested in following what their sponsor is teaching. And you know that their sponsor is on board. You know that their sponsor knows their stuff. So you should already know that this downline member just needs you to help steer them back the right way. Again, it's that upline, downline, sideline relationship stuff that we just got through talking about. See, your only job as an upline now is to help, to be support, right? So when your grandchild is complaining to you about the parent, help support the parent. Help that grandchild understand, your parent is just trying to look out for you, right? Sometimes, again, as the grandparent, the child has gone off a little bit, so the grandchild doesn't have that great example to follow. So you just simply set that example for them. You say, okay, look, here's what you're supposed to be doing. Come to this call, watch this training, go to this site, watch these videos, come here, go here. This is all we do, you guys. See, because the ones who wanted the ones who are going to be successful are going to show up. I've never met a person who makes a ton of money in network marketing that doesn't show up. Never met that person. So, you guys, this really concludes our training on teamwork. I want to thank you for watching. Now go apply what you just learned. Go apply it. Go put it into action. Be a team player. Know your role. Think about what example you're setting and set the right example. Now, so some other trainings that you can watch, which go even further into teamwork, some of the things that we talked about in this training, include our three-way calling and our advanced three-way calling, respect the network, and also understanding your relationships. These are trainings which are all available through the One MLM system. Again, thank you again for watching. Let this information fuel you and take you to the very top. We'll see you there.